Hi guys, this is Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Today we are doing a little Christmas in July crafting with the Not Too Shabby Shop. So today's video is actually part of a hop. We are going to be gathering up some of our supplies from all the stamps and dies and all the fun things at Not Too Shabby to start doing some creations for our holiday crafts. So I'm planning on making a card. I may do something else. I may do something more. Who knows? You never know what's going to happen here. But this is what I'm going to use. I absolutely loved using this stamp set last year. It is the Holiday Owls, and I believe it was part of the box of the month. Had some ephemera with it, had a paper pack, both of which I've used parts of, but I just love those little owls. So if you have got this this stamp set, hopefully I will provide some inspiration for you. However, this is not available in the the shop anymore. I do know that if she gets enough requests for it, she might be able to bring it back, but I mean, how cute is that? Anyway, I'm gonna get busy stamping and coloring and making something super cute with these cute little owls. So I think what I want to do is I want this little owl to be up in the tree. So I'm basically just putting the tree down at the moment, kind of to be as a placeholder. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up my stamps. But the only thing I'm going to stamp down is that little owl. That's the plan at the moment. And I'm using my VersaFine Claire Nocturne. And we're going to heat emboss this beauty. And I'm also going to, let me do this first. We're going to use our anti-static powder tool, yes, just to be on the safe side. I am going to be using Wow Clear embossing powder, but let's be extra cautious. I'm also stamping down onto watercolor cardstock, and I think I need to flip it over. I think this one's actually, let's see. I have a hard time telling which side is the smooth side and which side's not, so I'm going to go with it. Add that anti-static powder on there. If you can tell, you probably want to do your stamping on the smooth side. It's going to be the easiest one to do. I'm also going to use my magnet because my sticky mat, my DIY sticky mat, really needs to be replaced, and I have been super bad and haven't gotten it done. Oh, that looks really good. Let's add a little bit more ink, because those little heart eyes, I know it's just where she's sleeping, but they look like hearts to me. So the little eyes are not quite 100% covered, but that looks great. So now I'm going to cover this in some clear embossing powder. Okay, so next I'm going to create a mask. And to do that, I'm just going to stamp down, not going to use the VersaFine Claire this time, because that one stays wet too long. Instead, I'm just going to grab out some of my other black inks. This one is Hero Arts, and I'm not really concerned about how well it stamps. I just need to see enough of it to be able to cut that out. There we go. So I'm going to cut this out so that we can layer that over my little owl there and be able to stamp the next part. So I'm going to grab my Fiskars scissors and just cut right around there. Whenever you're doing fussy cutting like this, do recommend you turn the paper more so than you do the scissors, because it works a lot better. You get much better results. Okay, I'm going to say that this is going to be close enough. Yeah, let me go ahead and put that in place. It does look like I cut a little bit in, a little bit much, but that is still going to be fine. Nobody is really going to notice that. So next I'm going to stamp the tree down. So we want my little bird to be sitting on the branch. So I'm going to just position the branch right about, I think that looks pretty good. And we're going to do the same thing that we did before, putting down some anti-static powder just to be on the safe side. And going to stamp him down, stamp our little tree down in VersaFine Claire. Going to put a little bit more down. I think that looks really good, but Okay, so that is going to be good. And I'm going to go ahead and remove the mask. I don't think there's really any point in having it. Look, that is just too cute. And everything is all nice and shiny. So now I'm going to do a little bit of watercoloring just to add some color to this image. This is not anything complicated. It's going to be some real quick and easy and simple watercoloring. So I think I want the little earmuffs to be red. So I'm putting a little, well, I was going to just put down basically direct color and decided, you know, I'm going to put a little extra water down first. And since this is watercolor paper, I can put as much water down as I want to. I have a bad habit of doing all of this on regular cardstock. Not necessarily a bad habit, but that also means that you can only put so much water down because otherwise it's going to warp. It won't be as bad on some regular... Won't be as bad if you're using watercolor paper as if you're using just regular cardstock. Regular cardstock's going to definitely warp. And I am loving my Tim Holtz watercolor pencils because they have made it so easy to do some simple watercoloring without having to take out a whole lot of supplies. Okay, so that is it for the red. So I'm going to add some other colors on, and I'm going to let you guys listen to some music while I finish this up. So I picked out one of the pretty pattern papers from the paper pack that was also in that box of the month. And the paper is still in stock, so that is super awesome. And I'm going to just add some liquid glue down to the back of my watercolor paper and glue that down onto this pattern paper. I'm going to give a decent size mat, but I did cut this card down to like 3.5. Actually, it is 3.25 by 4.5, so it is a bit smaller than typical A2. That's so I can show off some of that pretty paper. And I'm gluing it down first, and then I'm going to trim it down so that I've got a nice mat on there. Going to add some foam tape to the back of this and pop that up onto my card base. So I stamped and heat embossed one of the sentiments from the stamp set, and that is called, it says Happy Owlidays. I think that is super cute. I think that turned out super cute. So that is going to finish up my card for this hop. Be sure to check out all the other people in the hop because they're going to have a lot of inspirational projects for you to see. Be sure to check out this playlist to see more projects where I'm using Not Too Shabby Shop products, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.